How are you, brothers and sisters? It is me, Mariah, again. Today we will start our first Sunday school lesson on Genesis. As you already know, Genesis is the first book of the Holy Bible and also the first book of the Old Testament. Is there anyone who knows what Genesis means? I will tell you. Genesis means the beginning, or the origin. The title of our Sunday school is Creation. You can open your Holy Bible and follow along, or you can read the verse on the screen. I will tell you a big secret. When you see the part of the verse that is written in red, pay attention, because there will be questions about that. I will start today's lesson by reading Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 and 2. It reads like this. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. We can understand from the verse I read, that God is the creator of the heaven and the earth. We also understand that the earth had three things that needed to be fixed. First, the earth was without form. Second, it was void. And third, it was dark. When we read through the rest of the chapter, we see God giving form to the part of the earth that was without form. We see God fill in the areas that were void. And we see God giving light to the area that was dark. The next verses we are going to read describe what God did in the first day. We will read the book of Genesis, chapter 1, and verse 3 to 5. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness He called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. Remember, the first day, God said, "Let there be light," and gave light to the earth that was dark. See, part of the verse written in green? Notice that God creates something good each day until it is all good. Next we will read Genesis chapter 1 verse 6 to 8. We will learn what God did on the second day. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. And the evening and the morning were the second day. Now let us see what God created on the third day. We will divide what was done on the third day into two. First we will read Genesis chapter 1 verse 9 to 10. And then we will see Genesis chapter 1 verse 11 to 13. It reads as follows. And God said, "Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called He seas. And God saw that it was good. Let us see what else was created on the third day. Remember, we are still on the third day. We will continue reading Genesis chapter 1 from verse 11 to 13. It reads as follows. God said, "Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree, yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself, upon the earth." And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass, and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself, after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the third day. We will read Genesis chapter 1 verse 14 to 19. To learn what God created on the fourth day. It reads as follows. And God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven, to divide the day from the night. And let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days, and years. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven, to give light upon the earth." And it was so. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven, to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day, and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day. See? Part of the verse written in green? Notice that God creates something good each day until it is all good. Let us read Genesis chapter 1 verse 20 to 23 to learn about what God created on the fifth day. And God said, "Let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life, and fowl that may fly above the earth, in the open firmament of heaven." And God created great whales, and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly, after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful, and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let fowl multiply in the earth." And the evening and the morning were the fifth day. See part of the verse written in green? Notice that God creates something good each day until it is all good. Now, let us look what God created on the sixth day. We will divide it into two parts. First, we will read Genesis chapter 1, verse 24 to 25. It reads as follows. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth a living creature after his kind, cattle, and creeping thing, and beast of the earth, after his kind." And it was so. And God made the beast of the earth, after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth, after his kind. And God saw that it was good. Let us see what else was created on the sixth day. Remember, we are still on the sixth day. Let us continue reading to learn what God created on the sixth day. We will read Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 to 31. It reads as follows. And God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth." So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. And God blessed them. And God said unto them, Be fruitful, and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. And God said, Behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed, to you it shall be for meat. And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and, behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. What do you think happened on the seventh day? Let us find out by reading Genesis chapter 2, verse 1 to 3. It reads as follows: Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day God ended his work, which he had made. And he rested on the seventh day, from all his work which he had made. And God blessed the seventh day, and sanctified it, because that, in it, he had rested from all his work, which God created and made. That was amazing. I am sure you have learned lots of things. After this video is over, I want you to raise your hand, and share what amazing things you have learned. I will go ahead and share what I understood. First, I am amazed by how the earth that was without form, void, and dark, was changed to something beautiful. God did something good each day, until it was all good. In one of the book of letters to the Philippians, in chapter 1, verse 6, it says, He who has begun a good work in you will complete it, until the day of Jesus Christ. We all should be happy that God does a good work in our lives too. I am sure you have lots of good things you can share, that shows the good work of God. We all can depend on God for the shaping of our lives, for the things we lack, and for the light we need. When I told my pastor what I learned about creation, he asked me an interesting question. He asked me what God did on the first day. I replied that God said, "Let there be light," and he created light. He asked me again, what would happen if God said, "Let there be light," in our lives? I did not have an answer. I even wondered if I would have my own sun and moon. I do not think so. What do you think will happen if God said let there be light in your life? You can pause the video and discuss. I asked my pastor to tell me, and he read me a verse from 2 Corinthians, chapter 4, verse 6. It says, "For it is the God who commanded light to shine out of darkness, who has shone in our hearts, to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of God, in the face of Jesus Christ." He explained to me that, I will give the light of knowledge. The light of knowledge of the glory of God. I did not know. Knowing God was a light. He said that every time I read and learn the Word of God, God does a good work in my life. The first of the many good works that God is going to do in my life is giving me the light of the knowledge of His glory. I know now, knowing God is a shining light in my heart. Don't you want that light too? The light of knowing the glory of God? I am sure you do. Our Sunday school teachers will teach us to know God. This week we have a takeaway homework for you. Make sure you go to the website and print homework number 1. Complete it and bring it back next week. You can ask your family for help. Your Sunday school teacher will go over the answers next week. The answer key and the lesson plan are located under For Teachers tab in the lesson entitled Creation. For today, make sure you do the activity number 1 after this video. Your Sunday school teacher can access it under Activity tab. It is entitled Creation. Your teacher will guide you. I am sure you will love it. With that, we conclude our lesson for today. For more lessons like this, go to the website https://www.showyourchild.com/. Our webpage is entitled Sunday School Lessons for Children.